February 21st, 2020. Welcome to Lake City, South Carolina as we experience Black History Month. This is Mayor Lovett Anderson Jr. again. We're still out in the great city of Lake City, South Carolina. I'm standing in the post office on Main Street, which has been renamed the Fraser Baker Post Office. For those of you that may be unfamiliar, Fraser Baker was an African-American postmaster, the very first that we had in the South following the Civil War. It was appointed by President McKinley to see how residents and folk would react to have an African-American postmaster. Well, Fraser Baker tried to do his job as best that he could, but there were always complaints and people saying that he wasn't doing his job properly. He was lynched one evening. He had his wife and his children, they were all at home, and many rioters came up and they shot the house up, killed Fraser Baker and his child, infant child, who was in his arms. His wife, in later years, after going to Charleston, coming back, riding the train through the great city of Lake City, could look out the window and see the place where her husband and her child was killed. We were just thankful that his daughter, may she rest in peace, and his niece, Dr. Faustina Baker, who was just recently laid to rest 2 weeks ago, was very adamant about getting a memorial done for her uncle. So today, as it stands, this post office is now named the Dr. Fraser Baker Post Office. Thank you all, and this is another episode of Black History in the Lake City, South Carolina community. This is Mayor Lovett Anderson Jr., and I'm reading a message from Dr. Tricata Tracy Chestnut of the National Archives and Records Administration, who was scheduled to speak today when we unveiled this milestone. I'm surrounded by documents and artifacts from federal agencies, she says, that tells the stories of American history, domestic and abroad. One such story found in the general records of the Department of Justice was the appointment of Fraser Baker as postmaster in Lake City, South Carolina, for accepting a position that should have brought him honor and respect. But instead, he and his infant daughter Julia lost their lives and his family suffered. Chestnut's message notes that among those documents are letters condemning the lynching. Through the letters, one feels the pain and heartache that such a tragedy had left a stain in American history. But today, Friday, October 4th, 2013, we acknowledge the pain and wrongdoings of the past and honor Fraser Baker, his family, and family survivors for his courage from the creation of this historical marker, which will serve as a reminder that racial discrimination only hurts, kills, and destroys the fabric of America.
Christian News TY would like to thank everyone for watching. Please share this video.